We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Jets going up against the Vikings. With that, we send you up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. He'll drop to throw. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. From the 50, Stafford. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Monday. Check.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Fresh set of downs here.
Big 20.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. On first down, Stafford here. And this one's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. slot man moves right. Second and 10, Stafford again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. I'll try to do better here. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice. Those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Third down now following the completed pass. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nowadays, many defensive lines are coached to play the run on their way to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Play clock winding down. Now Stafford, he's got time. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10. He'll look at the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Nick Perry in there to drop it for his 5th sack of the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
Now a shotgun snap is in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the 1st down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Caught by Nelson left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, Rawls. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
180. Big 20. On the go. 180. 150.
On second down, Rawls. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Minneapolis after this. Rawls. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
You know, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. No. Jack, Patriot.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. It's Doug Martin, and able to get it here to about. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Stafford on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
In motion left moves Nelson.
59!
On first down, Stafford here. Caught by Nelson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. Nelson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They run it again with Martin. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
32. Tag 32. Double right. Slam. 59. Switch.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Hey, tag 32. Tag 32.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
4 down. Set. Got 20. Mike 5'9. Monday. 50, 180. 32. Switch. 59. Switch.
On the toss, here's Williams. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Switch 60. Hey, go here. Set.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Akeem Spence in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Tight end left. 0. Alert 3.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. It's caught. Nelson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This one complete right side to McDonald. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the interception, here's Stafford. Finding time. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, track 32, track 32, alert! Watch the twist. Track 57, ready?
And the back goes into motion. Throwing again is Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
He's got Fuller. And he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On the give, this is their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The play clock's running down. They run with a power back. Rawls muscles him off. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Thomas Rawls with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. You must be getting tired of seeing me. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Real right. Alert.
On first down, Stafford here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Three down. Set, lady, go here. Shift. 59. Check three. Hey, tag 50 left. Watch the motion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Say easy. 59 Mike. Check. Check it back. Set, 250. 59.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here comes the D swarming to the line. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Nelson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. On 2nd down, Williams. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Easy.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He finds his target, Fuller. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Hey. Check. Set, lady. Mike, check.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Detroit! Gun! Here we go. 3-19!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green 39. Gun.
Halfback sent in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least
on, like, the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that brings up 4th down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the back goes into motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And here we go on first and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They motion the running back out left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Both the run and pass still in play here on third and goal from the 3. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.